What's good, y'all? Man, we got some news, some great news. Probably for some people that saying like Netflix shows, or Netflix that be Punisher or dead I'm about to say Deadpool, Daredevil. You know what I'm saying? You like them motherfuckers, man? It's some great news though. You don't, man. Yeah, some type of news like that. But yeah, apparently the Punisher. I ain't gonna say his name. I don't want to butcher his name though. But apparently the Punisher is coming back to his role for Disney Plus. So yeah, let's see what the news is about. You know what I'm saying? Talking about. But yeah, he probably gonna come back in this role. But hey, we see though. Like it up, sub, and yeah, let's get it.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, believe it or not, we're already a week out from San Diego Comic-Con, and although Marvel went above and beyond with tons of reveals,
yeah, nah, they did, because we thought it was like the movie, Black Panther, of course, and She-Hulk, but they went like from 2 years ago, and they did that whole thing like that, like the other Comic-Con from back in the day. So they showed out, but hey, a lot of people did say there's gonna be a lot of shows they don't announce, but we just thought it was gonna be this. Hey, feel me, Black Panther, She-Hulk, and that's it. But they did show out, and they gonna show out some more on D23, September. So hey, they going crazy though, man. They going crazy.
for the next 3 years, there are still new announcements coming at upcoming D23 in September. Now, there are certain projects we've already heard several times about in the industry we're expecting to get a mention of, maybe a series like Nova, or even the upcoming Wakanda Forever Black Panther spinoff that's been in development under Ryan Coogler for Disney Plus. But there are other series we haven't heard much about at all, or rather their characters have remained pretty quiet in this reintroduction and shifting landscape of Marvel superhero rights over at Marvel Studios, and who's included in the 616. Well, one of those may have been revealed in the last day and rumored for an announcement at the upcoming D23, none other than Jon Bernthal back from Netflix as the Punisher in the MCU. We're going to talk about exactly what this report says about a possible series and its rating, and of course where else we can expect to see him if true in this ever-shifting landscape, what this is all leading towards in the MCU. We're going to break down this most recent report that Jon Bernthal's back, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. If you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so as re-reported by Small Screen, MovieWeb, and a couple of other outlets in the last day or two, but originating with Marvel Updates on Twitter, that's at Marvel Updates, it's being reported that Jon Bernthal will be returning in a Punisher series for Disney Plus that'll be announced at D23, and what's more...
Okay. So they basically bringing back most people from... Well, so far they brought back 2 people already. Okay. The Daredevil, Predator from Netflix, and they brought back him. So I'll be missing like what, 200 people on Netflix, or 300 people that's on Netflix and shit.
The series would be rated TV-MA. Now, before we get to that, and knowing that Jon Bernthal's well on record at this point saying he's willing to come back if the story is right, it's also been reported...
Oh, the story is right? Yeah.
In the last year, and from one of the same sources in Small Screen, that not only was Jon Bernthal back in negotiations in December to return to Marvel as the Punisher, but also that there were certain details already being discussed for a return.
Domain.com is where an idea turns into something real, where a spark of inspiration becomes
series. That's what leads to Jon Bernthal's details already being discussed for a return series. That's what leads to Jon Bernthal saying yes, he's willing to come back. The character role meant so much to him, but he needs to be able to do the character justice. And it's awesome to hear that the series would be TVMA, but not so fast. TVMA, or TV Mature, is not new in the film industry, but is for Marvel Studios TV. In fact, this past weekend, when they said the upcoming new Marvel Zombie series would be TVMA, it's
pretty much rated R. Pretty much rated R. Pretty much rated R.
It's the first series to be labeled as such, but
I'm telling y'all, when they release Deadpool and say rated R, I said that every movie is gonna be rated R. Not every movie, but most movies or animation are gonna be rated R though, cause of Deadpool, cause of Deadpool. You know what I'm saying? Cause of Deadpool, That's how we get on these radar movies, man. I'm telling y'all, thank Deadpool though, cause if it wasn't Deadpool, we probably get, you know what I mean, some PG-13 shit. No care. Because of Deadpool, we getting all these radar movies. Not everything radar though, but most movies and shows gonna be radar though. Thank Deadpool though, no cap.
Problem with TVMA is it is a wide range of things. It can be ultra violent and gory, something along the lines of what we saw out of.
That's what we want. We want that shit. You feel me? You know, that gives us, you know what I mean? Like, damn, I like this shit. You know what I'm saying? I do. You know what I'm saying? Let me know how much you do. You like the gory and shit. I do though. I like all that blood and shit. No cap.
The first two Punisher series, and by definition is intended for audiences 17 or older, or it can actually be pretty tame. It's a very diverse rating. The main point to be, it doesn't necessarily guarantee that the series coming up on Disney Plus, if they are doing a Punisher series, would be anywhere near as violent as the original Netflix story. And if you haven't watched the original Punisher seasons on Netflix, I encourage you to do so. But I have a hard time believing that Disney is going to be able to keep the integrity of that character the way that we want to see him, and do that in Disney Plus in any sort of way that's going to honor, well, the original Frank Castle that we saw back on Netflix. And look, I'm not saying that the character can't be done with less violence than that show. It can be. But I'm also saying that this is the Punisher, and part of what makes the Punisher is how violent he is. Now, there's a ton of room for him to cross over in the future of the MCU, and this is important because it's been highly rumored for a while now that there's a Midnight Suns team up coming down the road. And one of the ways that you can avoid a heavy R rating because of the blood is, instead of them killing other people, you have them killing monsters. Punisher's bullets, if they're silver bullets, can work just as well against monsters, or if they're magically imbued. That's seriously where we're going in the MCU right now. You can have his character come back and as violent as you want, as long as those bullets are pouring again into monsters or zombies or supernatural beings and not other humans. You can really avoid a lot of the rated R rating, and I suppose that this is exactly where this character will go. Not to mention, it would be a different take than we've seen on the Punisher before, which seems to be the normal MO now, and right from Kevin Feige's mouth, about taking characters, or in the most recent report, teams like the Fantastic Four, and doing what hasn't been done on screen.
Yeah, doing something different. I mean, you already know it's gonna, you know, switch them around though. And then, you know, then Netflix, you know what I mean, type of shit.
Now, real quick, for devil's advocacy's sake, because I already know there's some of you flipping out in the comments saying I'm advocating for a Ghostbusters Punisher only in the MCU. I'm certainly not. There is one other character right around the corner who's bullet heavy, ultra violent, and is going to deserve a TVMA or rated R rating of his own in Deadpool. And while I do think there are some natural crossover points there, no one can deny that the R or TVMA rating that gets attributed to Deadpool, especially Ryan Reynolds' version of the character and the way he's been written in the first two movies, has nothing to do with, reads nothing like, and cannot be compared to what those first two series seasons were like on Netflix for Jon Bernthal's Frank Castle. Again, if you haven't seen them, go watch them, but it is an ultra heavy, ultra dark,
I'm already know. It's Netflix. Netflix show everything. No cap.
ultra violent series with almost zero comic relief at any point. It is super heavy, way along the lines of something like a Breaking Bad, nowhere near what Deadpool and his comic relief brings to the table. And obviously, I did just mention the Midnight Suns. You'd have a character like Mark Spector who would be ultra silly in that as well. That's where I'm saying Frank Castle has crossover points, but for his own story in a Disney Plus series, I don't think it's fair to make that comparison. The only other hero that has an obvious crossover point for two reasons is Spider-Man. Number one, because of the comic origin in and of itself, but also the overlap there with the character in Daredevil and the fact that they are street-level heroes and should cross over at some point throughout their adventures in the city. One final thought I'll leave you with, as I've said it many times here at the channel, is that Marvel Studios really needs to go ahead and embrace that rated R label, knowing that a majority of their demographic are well over the age to watch those type of films.
That's what I was saying, bro. We got grown motherfuckers, man. We need that motherfucking red R. You feel me? Everybody goddamn is 21 and up. Or it's 20 and up, man. We need that red R, no cap. We need that motherfucker.
And are well versed enough in R-rated content. We're willing and ready to watch it if they want to bring it to the table, and some of their characters really call for it. Deadpool, Punisher, and the like. However, Marvel Studios real recently, Disney seemed to have a mind on the future, looking towards younger audiences that maybe don't watch Marvel movies yet, especially with the real recent Miss Marvel on Disney Plus. so clearly aimed at a young audience, and of course even younger than that with I Am Groot, and they're going to continue to do so. What I'm saying is I think they can coexist. I don't think they're mutually exclusive, and while Marvel Studios can continue to push out projects like the Young Avengers and try to bring kids to the table, I certainly hope they remember that a lot of us, well, we're ready for rated R Marvel movies. That would be amazing, and really it's one of the last places left to go with the content they're making in the MCU. But you guys let me know your thoughts down below. If there truly is another solo Punisher series coming to Disney Plus, how in the world are they going to pull that off in comparison to those Netflix shows? And are you ready for rated R movies? I mean real rated R movies in the MCU.
I know you said real rated R movie.
No, I am. I'm certainly hope.
I am too. I mean, we got Deadpool though coming soon, so shit, that's a rated R movie right there.
We get to something like that towards Secret Wars. But guys, let me know all your thoughts down below quickly. Let's get into the giveaway.
You know what I'm saying? We got Deadpool coming up, so yeah. But anyway, man, leave a like to my channel. You know what I'm saying? We see on D23, man, they gonna announce them or not. We see. You know what I'm saying? With just any movie. I know ain't gonna be a lot of movies from Phase 5, a lot of movies from Phase 6, shows and movies though. Shows and movies, y'all. So it's gonna be lit though. September, you know what I'm saying? Around the corner. They like it up, sub, but yeah. Alright. Peace.